Beyond Babbitt, Beyond Babbitt. Your host, Brian Anthony. Possible 9/11. $99 to $89. $99 to $89. Come in. Possible 9/11. Possible 9/11. Operation Red Dawn. Operation Dawn. The eagle has landed. The eagle has landed. 99 to 89. You read me, 89. $99 to $89. $99 to $89. Do you read me? Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is November the 28th, 2018. According to Hal Turner, everything goes down today. We know that the Russians have sent tanks to the border in the Ukraine. They're saying that the El Salvadorans are now at the southern border about to rush because the Hondurans were pushed back. 9/11, 9/11. Do you read me, 89? If the grid did go down, are you ready? Are you prepared? The eagle has landed. The reason why you want to wear something over your face, because they have AI, facial recognition software. They'll hunt you down, you and everything you love, to be eliminated. They can tell by your head, shape of your head, by your face, your eyes. So you want to cover as much as possible. You need eyes and ears on the ground. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm in kind of a sketchy neighborhood, and there's a lot of police around here, so if they see me like this, I might be in trouble. $17.76. $17.76. Do you have your team in place? The Midwest, Northeast is getting hit with a storm, blizzard. may take their power out. I heard reports that allegedly Russians are sneaking in on the southern border. There's also been reports that there are tanks with a red star at the southern border waiting to get us. Is this paranoid? Is this paranoia? Is this fear-mongering? If you're ever in a situation where you're getting shot at, stay close as you can to the wall and run like hell. I need to get a better mask because mine keeps falling off. You have to know how to stay incognito. The main roads is where you're going to get caught and caught up and set up. But you don't want to be in total darkness like what's behind me. Let's go over here. Now, if I'm the one that's in the dark waiting for someone else, that's one thing. But if someone is around here waiting for me, that's another thing. Are you ready? If the government is supposed to decide today if they're going to fund the wall or if they're going to shut down. If the government shuts down, are you ready? This is not a joke. Instead of just talking about preparedness, we're showing it to you. I may do another broadcast later with more articles preloaded at the bottom so you can verify what I'm saying is true. But right now, I'm walking around here looking like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, but I'm the good guy. And I just can't get my mask to stay upright. It keeps coming down. That's a problem. You need to have comfortable clothes in case you have to run. You need to have nice tennis shoes or boots. Boots are better because you might have to walk in mud, walk through water. You maybe need something waterproof. Gloves, in case you're in extremities, extra cold extremities. You don't want to get frostbite. You don't want to get hypothermia. You don't want your fingers to freeze up and you have to cut them off. It's a terrible situation to be in a grid down scenario. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Another thing you want to watch out for is ambushes. Always at the top of the buildings, laying low in the grass. They have night vision. We don't. And you don't want to do missions like this by yourself. I'm giving you an idea of what this could look like. $1865. $1865. Operation Archduke Ferdinand. Operation Archduke Ferdinand. Now I'll tell you guys, I'm at the back of a business. I checked for cameras. I didn't see any. You always want to check for the hidden cameras because they're going to be watching. According to the information I have, AI is supposed to take over the internet December the 1st. I'm sorry, not December the 1st. January the 1st, 2019. As you know, they're already censoring not only my channel, all of the YouTube channels, buffering, kicking people off. It may be the AI. I doubt if they have the human intelligence doing this. But the Chinese made a threat. James Munder tried to report on it. They cut him off 6 times. Okay. Well, it seems like what happened, I was at 100% on my battery energy when I started the stream. See, the stream wasn't even 10 minutes long. They drained my battery completely. So I'm charging it now. Thank y'all for joining. This is Beyond Babbitt. We're gonna discuss some things. I didn't get a chance to load the information, but like I said, my battery was 100% on my phone when I started the stream, and they took me down. Within 10 minutes, my battery went to 0. And I've been known to walk around for an hour and go live. But now they must have activated some kind of way where they can zap your phone and just drain the juice. Now, if I'm watching videos, I can watch videos for eight hours and my battery's fine. I go live, less than 10 minutes, go to 0 juice. So this thing is real, something is happening. And something is really going on. And we just have to stay on the lookout. So I wanted to preload the videos down here, but it allowed me to get back on the stream. But they took me down just that quick. This is real. So the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be seen on YouTube. Yes, thank you, thank you. So let's just go over some information what we have, because of course the video I reported a while back, according to Hal Turner, 11/28 is D-Day, and we're just a few minutes away from that. He said we'd be in war with Russia and China. Well, how true is that? We see what just happened in Ukraine. Russia has seized those military vessels, has arrested all those people that were on those ships, and now Russia is sending troops and tanks and things to the border of the Ukraine. Basically, the Ukraine is a puppet of the U.S. So we're on their border, they're on ours. Let's go over some more news. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't have a chance to load things up. I have my head on the swivel because police are everywhere. A lot of robberies take place around here. So this is going to be the new normal. But I have to get back in the car to charge the battery because they zapped it. Wow. Yeah, it's going down. The information that Hal Turner had gotten and leaked, it's been accurate. So here's the thing. James Comey was subpoenaed over the Clinton emails. They're going to have a closed door, so he's not going to be able to, if it was open like they did last time, you can say, you know, he can't answer because of national security or plead the fifth and all that. Closed door, everybody's going to have security clearance. So that's not going to be an excuse not to answer the questions. Okay? Also, Attorney General, President O's Attorney General, Loretta Lynch, has also been subpoenaed. Might as well say indicted. They've reopened the Clinton email case. The FBI is reinvestigating that. So let's get down to the Trump side. They said they got Trump. Okay? The first guy, Manafort. The first one that went down was with Trump, Manafort. He got sentenced. He got 18. No, not 18 years. He got 18 days in prison. 18 days in prison. Something smell funny to you? Something stinks with that. You're going to send a guy to federal prison for 18 days? Yeah, exactly. So that doesn't sound right. Something's not right with that. Feds don't, I've never heard of a sentence that light. I thought the feds start with 2 years. And they're mainly like 5 and up. 18 days. That's something you sit out. You jaywalking, you get more time than that. Yeah, exactly. So Apparently they didn't have much on them. Okay. And now here's the kicker though. They got Jerry Corsi. He's a journalist. He's the guy that leaked a lot of stuff about Obama. He went to Kenya. He interviewed people. He found that the birth certificate was not legitimate. And a number of other things that he outed. He basically researched President O's entire history, family history and everything, and wrote books about it. Well, they got him now. He's in custody. They're offering him a plea deal if he'd sign. He said no. He said he's not going to sign a lie. He said you can throw me in prison for life. I'm not going to sign it. You're not going to make me lie and act like I was guilty of doing something. I didn't do what you said I did, and I'm not signing. That's a stand-up guy. Thank you, Dr. Info. That's a stand-up guy. You know, because people these days, you threaten them with 6 months. Oh, they telling on everybody. If you know, or if they say, well, if they say we'll give you a warning this time, just sign this and say you did, and we're gonna let you off. He's still not. Jerome Corsi is a stand-up guy. He said you can throw him in prison for life, and he's not gonna sign a paper saying a plea deal, saying he did something that he didn't do. How many of us would do that? Because you know what? They might hit him with the life sentence. And it's not for something he did wrong. It's for something he did right, for exposing the truth. So that's what's happening. There may be a red dawn scenario. We don't know. A lot of things that's going to be happening now. If the government shuts down today, it may go big. And I have something to say, guys. There was another YouTuber that came to Texas, right? Over the weekend. I contacted the YouTuber, and we never linked up or anything. But ever since then, my streams and everything have been really bad. So the YouTuber's videos, in my suggested comes up. I try to, sometimes you can, something that you don't want to see at the moment, you can forward it, say not interested. That one, you couldn't do it. This particular person, you could not forward that video or say I'm not interested. I'm like, wait a minute, man. I'm starting to think some of these YouTubers may be working with the people, either knowingly or unknowingly. Every other video, I can skip it. I can say I don't want to see it or whatever. This one, no. You don't have an option. So, deep state is infiltrated. Deep state is infiltrated. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get over some more news. I wanted to load these up. I didn't get a chance to. Well, it's warmer now. It was cooler earlier today. As it gets later, it's getting warmer. I had to wear a coat earlier. It's supposed to be like in the 70s come Thursday, close to 80. And then it's supposed to get back down to the 40s a few days after that. So, China officially takes over the UN Security Council as president. This was reported by CGTN. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to preload the video for you. Yes, you may not want to wait till January. Come January, left brain AI takes over. It's the left brain AI takeover. You think everyone's being censored now? You're going to see really what happens in January. Come January the 1st. That's scheduled. Okay. And so China is saying once they take over this president, I don't know it's already been announced that they're taking it over. I don't know the exact date that they'll sit in the seat as the president to run the UN. But it said they're going to review all situations around the world and the countries where the U.S. military is. Yeah, they're talking about Afghanistan, Iraq. Basically, it's us against them. This is a slick way to get us without firing a shot. So, we who knows, man? Who knows how much China has to do with sending these migrants up here, the migrant army. Okay, and they also said they're going to be reviewing peace and security in Africa. So this is the global takeover by China. This is the public global takeover. At first they were doing it by stealth, making deals all over the world. Wherever our military was, that's where their military went to counter us. Now they're openly taking over the UN. They assume the seat of the presidency and the United Nations Security Council, and they said they're going to investigate all these countries where the U.S. military is around the world. It's not looking good for us, guys. On top of that, the African countries offer Israel a seat at the African Union. Well, Russia's after the U.S. falls, Russia's next. They've already put too much energy in China. It's been since the late 80s they've been planning for China to run this thing. China's going to take us on into the New World Order. China's already gotten rid of God. You can't have God if you're going to have a New World Order until that one thing that comes, the anti, and he's going to say he's God. So, but before that, they have to, everybody who believes that there is a higher being, it doesn't matter if you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, or any religion that believes in a God, they have to eradicate you. China's already done that. They worship money. Money is their God. Okay, and then RT is reporting this, guys. It's about Americans addicted to opioid prescription drugs. Can't talk now. It says 259 million prescriptions were written in 1 year for opioids to Americans. It's the same thing that America and the British did and the East India Company did to the Chinese. Got them hooked on opiates. Now they're returning the favor. And more than it's worse than that. China is making fentanyl, which is synthetic heroin, synthetic opiate, and it's more addictive than heroin, and it's cheaper. And so the heroin addicts. Okay, so let's get back to this. We'll finish that statement in a second. So Russia Today, they said 4 out of 5 heroin users today started with prescription drugs. So I mean, it's like anybody with the right mind, everybody knows what heroin does. Who would want to try that, right? Okay, so the doctor prescribes you a painkiller. Any little problem you have, can't sleep, can't this, oh, my finger hurt, oh, headache, oh, they prescribe you opiates. You get addicted, and then from there, yes, and then from there, you go to the hard stuff. 4 out of 5 heroin users started with prescription drugs. So that's the new trying to take us down by stealth. I watched a documentary on it, and there was a young lady in it who was hooked on the fentanyl. She was shooting it, and I looked at her and I'm like, oh, that lady. I said, she's too old to be. She know better than I said. She's too old for that. And in the video, she said something like she was 22. I was like, 22? I'm like, man, Lord. I was like, man, that woman looked like she's 50. Let's see, somebody. Beyond Babbitt, come in. Oh, okay, well, that one. Anyway, the woman looked like she was 49, 50. Somebody's trying to reach me. Well, yeah. Okay. So, it does you bad, guys. Stay away from that. The word is pharmakia. The Greek word for that, okay, in the Revelation, the word that they translated as sorcery is pharmakia. That's where you get the pharmaceutical, pharmacy. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. If you have to make a potion and a pill out of it, it's probably not good for you. If it's not natural, you can't just pick it and use it, you probably want to stay away from that other stuff. So, what do you think about that, guys? Are y'all ready? If this thing goes down, what do you think? Are you prepared? You got to go back? Because they're saying if the thing goes down, it'll probably be down for 6 months to 3 years. They got it all planned out. At least they think. Satan meant it for good, but Satan meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Right. Definitely. So, we'll see. Because China had, this is what China said. This is what James Munder reported when they took him down. And he had the article and everything. He was reading the article. And China made a threat and said, if we don't come to an agreement this Saturday, this weekend, at the G20 with the U.S., he said there will be consequences for the U.S. We're talking about all-out war. All-out war. And then I got the report. I can't, maybe it was Dave Hodges. I don't remember. But I found it on Steve Quayle's site. And I looked at it as saying that they had some type of intelligence that Russians were sneaking in through the border. Armed Russian military sneaking in. And then we got reports that the El Salvadorians are now forming an army to try to rush the border since the Hondurans failed. They didn't want to march with the Hondurans. But the El Salvadorians, they're supposed to try. So it's a lot of news still happening. And I don't understand, the stock market is still, why hadn't it sunk? All this bad news coming out. You know, who? Plunge protection team, maybe? Maybe they're keeping people asleep. Oh yeah, Mars is the god of war. And then spell it backwards. Well, oh man. That is true. That is true. So, guys, I just wanted to update y'all. If you didn't see the first part of the video before they took me down, go back and watch it. Because we will need to cover our faces. They can recognize your voice too, but the facial recognition software more to recognize your face. They have cameras everywhere, at the red lights on buildings everywhere, so they'll be able to track everybody. The people they want to eliminate, they'll be able to eliminate. Where's my thing? Unless you walk around like this, like you're in the desert. Yeah. The better, the more you can cover up, the less you'll be recognized. But even friendlies might mistake you for an enemy like this. Dangerous times. Dangerous times. Anyway, guys, if I get more information, if I hear anything, I'll come back and let you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because they're really censoring me really bad. People aren't getting my alerts. Thank you, since when? Not a problem. They said they're not getting notified when the videos come out. Then when the videos come out, the first part of the video buffers so bad people don't want to watch it. They blur my face, but my voice is always good. How is that possible when it's the same stream, you know? So, anyway. And then they, when I go live now, they zap my battery like 10 minutes, it's gone. But when I'm watching videos, I can watch for hours without charging it. So yeah, it's the AI takeover, man. The revolution will not be televised. Anyway, Brian Anthony, your host, Beyond Babbitt, over and out. Love y'all. Be safe. Keep your eyes open and don't forget to fight. I'm going to salute with this one because it looks like it's the right hand. This is the left. Salute with this one, which is the right hand, which is the right hand. Beyond Babbitt, over and out. See you next time. All right.